Welcome. I am so excited. We are wrapping up the 30th anniversary celebration reunion today here at WATC TV. Can you believe they've been on the air for 30 years? That is so unheard of in this day and time, to be able to be on the air around the world, everywhere, telling the good news of the gospel, giving hope and inspiration and prayer to people like you who are tuning in for hope this day and age. So I'm Maria McGarry, and I'm glad to be here for this big reunion we're having right here in the studio. I'm not in there on the set today. I'm out here in the hall because we're having a party celebration reunion. And I'm going to grab some people to talk to that are part of this journey, this story, this family, and what we're calling today is a reunion of people gathering together to tell us why WATC has been so special to them in their life and in their journey. So I found somebody over here. Maybe I can bring him on over. It's Pastor Willie. Come on over. Yay, Pastor Willie! Yay! Pastor, I hear you have an incredible story and history with WATC.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about why you decided to come down on our reunion day.
30 years is the reason why I decided to come down. Of course, we've been doing the prayer room here for right at 15 years. We started back when our church got started, and then we looked at the television, and we kind of saw things that we wanted to be a part of, and TV 57 popped up, and we were like, let's go and volunteer to be prayer warriors.
That's awesome.
Yes, that's why it means so much to us.
And you've been doing it 15 years?
15 years. Bless the Lord. Bless the Lord. And it's been an honor. Oh, when I tell you, it's been an honor.
You know, I worked in the prayer room one time. It was a couple of years ago when they did a prayer-a-thon. And they got a lot of us come in and volunteer back there. And I'm like, okay, I'll do it. Wasn't sure what I was, if I was qualified, thinking, I'm not a pastor.
Yeah.
I went back there. It was such a blessing to me, as well as people on the other end of the phone.
Yeah.
They end up praying with you, and you build these bonds with these people that are calling in. Some people have called in with praise reports.
Yes.
Said, I called in 2 weeks ago, and I wanted to give you a praise report.
Yep, we get those too.
I loved it so much. Tell me, do you have any good stories about when you were in there? Oh, give us some.
Oh, we have a whole lot.
You need to hold that up a little bit higher.
I hold them.
There you
Sorry
go.
about that.
No,
But
it's
anyway,
okay.
we got so many reports because what we found out was this right here. When we found out that people's hearts, when they call, you can hear it in their voices that they are so glad to have somebody on the other line that they can talk to. And when they start telling us about what they're going through and what they're facing, just like you said, they call it praise reports. We had a lady, that was having some issues with her home. And we began to pray for her and pray for her. And what I love about the prayer room is that when one is praying for one person, they all come together and pray together. So, when the Bible said that when you pray in unity, the prayers of the righteous avail as much. The room is filled with the righteous, and we're praying. And when we really see people get deliverance because of the prayers that has went through, it blesses us. It really blesses us. I remember one time, this is what happened to me personally. My brother was in the hospital, and he had an open heart surgery. And my sister-in-law called me, and she was like, he's not looking good. He's not looking good. And I said, no. I said, I rebuke that spirit in Jesus' name. We went in prayer, and we prayed for him. And then the prayer-a-thon. Oh, I gave that testimony during the prayer-a-thon because it was so exciting to me, because this is what blessed me, because I experienced this my own self.
Yeah.
That prayer works, people. It works. So keep calling.
Keep calling.
Keep calling. I'm telling you. Because when I went to see him, I could see it physically myself, that God touched and healed him. And it's like those type of testimony that blesses me about the prayer room. And that's what urges me and my wife. We come here and we volunteer. Our ministry comes, Gospel of Faith Worship Center. We come and we volunteer because we see that it's great to have an avenue that people can come and, like you said earlier, feel at home, feel welcome. Even if you're not trained to do certain things, they'll lay out stuff for you to go by and help you with scriptures and stuff like that. And it really helps a whole lot. So I'll tell you what, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Now I can go on and on and on.
Yeah, no, you can. It's good. We like that too. But tell the viewers a little bit about, like what I said, like I never thought I was qualified to go in and be in the prayer partner in the prayer room. And you think, oh, well, I need to be a pastor. Tell us a little bit about why somebody like myself can just come in and pray with people. Is that okay? Is that good?
Yeah.
Should we encourage people to do that?
Yes, definitely. Like I said earlier, they have the layouts, like scriptures. Like, for instance, you have a person that may come, they may not be a pastor. They may not be trained to do this, that, and the other, but what I love about it is they have outlines and booklets. They have scriptures laid out. So, like, for instance, if a person is going through depression, they have an outline of where you can actually go into the book and pull up scriptures that deal with depression. So it's like you ain't got to try to guess it or try to remember it. So they make it easy for you to do it. So so volunteer. It's almost like you come in and they'll like self-train you while you're here.
Yeah, and sometimes it's just somebody needs somebody to talk to.
Yes.
And they just need to know God still cares, even if you give them your own personal testimony. Because most everybody here knows that I'm a walking testimony. I had cancer and they took out my vocal cord nerve. Told me never speak again.
Wow.
And God healed my voice.
Woo.
Yeah, I mean it's a little under the weather today, but I'm okay. But you know, here I am talking.
Blessing.
Walking miracles happen. So sometimes they just need to know, oh, if God did it for you, he can do it for me too. Sometimes it doesn't have to be somebody way off, you know, in another country, that's somebody that's famous and, well, sure, God loves them, but what about me? They hear a familiar voice or friendly voice on the phone. Wow, you're saying God loves me too. And sometimes you don't have to be any particular background or age or education or know the scriptures by heart, because I don't. You just have to show them love, because God said, go throughout the world and show love.
Oh, my God.
Love each other.
Listen, you said a mouthful. You said a mouthful. Because this is why I'm saying this. Because you can feel this when people call you. You can feel them saying, you know what? We have had people that's homebound, that can't get out. We've had plenty of people that says, like, you know, I can't get to my church, I can't get to my home, I can't get to those different places. But when they can't call the prayer room, and then you're having a willing ear, a person that's willing to listen to them tell about what they're going through, no matter what it is, it's such a blessing to them, and you can hear it in their voice. And watch it, and this is what they say. They say, thank you so much for listening to me. Oh, that blesses my heart so much. Oh, girl, you just don't know.
I know. Like I said, I did it one time. It was such a blessing. And now I'm on the air all the time, so I'm not back there. And I just missed it. It was great. And, you know, people are saying now, everything is with social media. There's all this instant gratification, this 3-second attention span. But we have such a great audience where we're able, like you said, the homebound, the nursing home. And the president was even telling me today that we go into the jails, you know, and they're able to get the Atlanta Live or the Babby's House or these shows in the jail. And we forget there's places that don't have cell phones. I'm sure they have some illegal cell phones, but they don't have the access to every 5 seconds to be able to pull out a television or pull out a phone, because they're either in a nursing home or a jail or somewhere where they don't have internet. Because if you have all that, you forget there's people that do not. And we are able to get through those nooks and crannies. And God has blessed our airwaves to get that comfort, that hope, that gospel to them. And we forget about that. So
That's so true.
I just love that.
See, that's why I love TV57 so much.
I can tell.
Okay, I'm excited.
If we can only get you more enthusiastic, you know. If only you love this a little more.
I love TV57. I really do. Because what it does is it presents an opportunity to actually see people that you don't normally see. You know, I'm a music person. All right, I confess. I love music.
Okay.
So it gives me an opportunity to see different artists coming up, different singers coming up, you know, and then watch this. What happens is this right here. It gives you a chance to meet them and watch it and see them doing forth and going forth in their ministry, and just to see that TV57 is creating that platform for those different worshipers and artists to come and just really pushes their gift. That's a blessing.
It really is. It really is.
Just for you to say go into the prison ministry. So I did prison ministry years ago.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
That's so important.
And I'm telling you, you'd be surprised how it changes people's lives.
Oh, yeah. Wouldn't surprise me. I think
we can't give up on them. Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
okay.
No. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, and like I said, I didn't even know that until today when he was just telling me about that. I said, what a great idea.
That's a
Good idea. I'm glad we're there. They thought about that a long time ago. We're in places they wouldn't even think of that. You think, well, everybody's got social media. No, not everybody has social media. Not everybody has the gospel. Not everybody has this family, this airwave of all the shows we have here on WATC. And we've had some shows like Atlanta Live that's been on since the beginning,
Yes.
which is so incredible. It's on 5 days a week
Yes.
for 30 years. I mean,
Yes.
what channel can say that? It's
Come on now.
such a great accomplishment. And you know what I love? Especially what I love about today is people coming back, that we've got some original people here that, like yourself, you've been here 15 years. We've got some people that have been here since the beginning,
Yes.
30 years. I mean, you know, we got Greg West, who's been here for 30 years, and he brought some of his friends that have been around for 30 years.
That's a
And our
blessing.
sister stations are coming from Greenville and other places. This is more than just a TV studio.
Yeah.
It's a family.
You.
And it's a family filled with all these cool shows that, whether it's cooking or fitness or Babby's House or Friends and Neighbors or The Christian View. I mean, whatever the world has created, God has it all over here, where we're doing it with keeping those morals and values intact. So what do you love best about it?
Well, you know what? You said something that, and I hope I'm not stepping out of line here when I say
No,
this.
that's it. Right there you go. Right
It's,
there.
but when you said family,
Yeah.
it went deep with me.
Oh.
And this is why. In 2022, I forgot the date for sure, but my house burned.
No.
It burnt down.
When? 20?
About in 2020. Well, my wife, when I should tell me that, let me know the accurate date on it.
Right.
But what blesses me about TV 57 was because we had been doing the prayer room here for that family touch. Oh God,
Yeah. They really
I mean,
care.
when I tell you they gathered around us, they loved on us, they reached out, they didn't, it wasn't like, or you just this and that's you on
we'll
your
see you
own.
when you come back.
Right.
Yeah.
But they reached out and they prayed for us and they helped us and when I tell you that's something that you don't get anywhere. That's why we was not expecting it, but to see them reached out. Okay, I'm gonna put one on. I could go on and on and on calling
go ahead,
names.
get some more time.
But just for them to reach out and say, hey, listen, we heard about your home and listen, we just want to let you know we're praying for you and we want to just try to help you as much as we can. Oh, girl, you just don't know. I'm sorry, I call you girl. Anyway.
No, that's okay. I'm a girl. It's fine.
But it just blesses.
Don't call me ma'am.
Okay. Well, thank you. I won't do it. But that blesses. Oh, when I tell you that went deep. I mean, and to this day, even before they ever did anything, prayers, whatever, it blesses me. And to this day, that's why when it came down to 30 years celebrating, I said, I got to be a part of this.
I'm so glad.
Oh, because it goes beyond just ministry. It goes into that family,
That's
and
the
that's
key
so
word.
important.
That's
That
a
is
key
so
word.
important.
That's why I've been here so long too. Not as long as you, but I've been here. I think I've been here like 10 years now. But it's that family, really. You make friends here.
Yeah,
You really
yeah,
do.
you really
So,
do.
well, thank you so much for sharing with us, and thank you for representing what goes on, which is right behind that camera, that prayer room.
Yes,
That has been a part of this show, part of this network for the entire 30 years, and really sets us apart. So thank you so much.
You're more than welcome.
Appreciate it. Yay.
God bless you.
Oh, thank you. God bless you too. Yay! All right, here we go. This is so much fun being out here in the hall for our 30th anniversary, for our wrap-up reunion time. So now I'm going to take you over to the Alpha Omega TV with Tudor. Take it away.
Hi, greetings from Alpha Omega TV Ministry Romania, and many blessings to all the viewers of Atlanta 57 from Atlanta, Georgia. Our beginnings as a media ministry is connected with Jimmy and John Thompson, with the team from Atlanta 57. They visited us here in Romania together with Greg West. He was much younger at that time, years ago, many years ago in 94, 95, 96, 97. They came here almost every year in Romania and in Republic of Moldova. I joined their team. I traveled with them in few places. I was happy to see them working, praying. I remember also that we started to distribute at the beginning to many secular TV stations in the country, content, documentary films, talk shows, even children programs. And Jimmy and John Thompson, they produced there some kind of children show that was our first long series of program for kids, and many stations in Romania distributed this program. Also, when I had a chance, I visited them in Atlanta. I remember many years ago, I think in 98, I was in Atlanta for a conference, and I spent few hours with Jimmy and Joanna and with the team from that station. And Jimmy asked me, Tudor, let's start to produce something, not only to translate, to subtitling and to distribute. So he came with the idea to have a week of programming in a local area, and to have a talk show, live talk show with the pastor, with the leaders, to pray for the people. So this was the beginning of our show, which is now a flagship program for us, the way to send the life. We started as the advice and the encouragement of Jimmy Thompson. The first week, revival week here in Timișoara, was with a live program every day in the evenings, and was a limited territory through the local station. So this was a revival week just a few days before Eastern time in 98. So from that time we started to produce more and more programs. Now more than 1,000 programs was produced, and this became the flagship program from us. So thank you for everything that you have done for us at the beginning and during the time. You was part, Jimmy and Joanna was part of our board during your lifetime. After that, Greg West continued to be part of our life, and we visit with big joy them all the time, and we have a meeting during the NRB almost every year. So greetings and love, and I know the time is very short. This is my thought here from Romania. The time is very short. We as a media group here in Romania, and you in the States, we know that we have a limited time to serve the Lord, especially as a media entities. We feel the freedom of expression, which is more and more limited. So we have to do everything possible in the time that we have. This is our wish, our desire for you at Atlanta 57, there in Georgia. You have to use all the momentum, everything possible in the time that we still have. Until the time that still the door is open for you. May God bless you, and hope to see you soon in some kind of events or in heaven. May God bless you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are so glad that we are able to be here today. We are Frankie and Tina Cleveland from the Master's Table, and what a privilege it is for us to be here.
Celebrating.
With WATC, that they are celebrating 30 beautiful years here in Atlanta, Georgia. And you tell them a little bit about the show, because, you know, I'm not the cook. This is the cook.
Well,
so, and everybody knows that. So
I'm just so thankful to be here. We was just so thankful to be just a little part of this 30 years that's been going on. Christian network here, right here in Atlanta, reaching out. For us to have this opportunity to be able to share and do things that we enjoy doing. I mean, we love to cook. Well, I love to cook. If y'all watch the show, you know Tina don't like to cook that much. She just likes to stir. But to be able to have the platform that we have here, and what the show means, and the family, the connections that it's been so awesome. I mean, we're creeped up on, we're 80 shows in. I mean, I would have never dreamed in a million years that we would be where we're at, you know, with the show, the Master's Table today. But, you know, here it is. I mean, they've been going for 30 years, and we have this much time here, and we're so thankful to be part of it.
Yes.
I don't know, Tina, there's so many things I could talk about the show and things that's impacted us along the way, but I'm going to say this, and then I want you to think about what you want to say just for a second. The ministry opportunity, you know, God knows our heart. I mean, to be able to have the platform like we have and the opportunity we have to be able to share the gospel and cook at the same time, two of my favorite things. So I'll share a little bit about an email I got maybe in a little bit, but I just wanted to give you a chance to say what you want to say. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, it is a privilege, and we had no idea what we were doing when we came up here.
We still don't know.
Well, to be on another show, and then when we walked out of here, we had a cooking show. So it was definitely a God thing. We didn't plan it. You know, only God can do things like this.
Yep.
But what a privilege it's been, and the connections that we have made with people on the outside. Of course, the people at WATC, we love them like our own family. But the people that send emails and text, because, you know,
conversations,
when you want to know if people are watching and you wonder, and then you get this text from people that say, and I remember the one about the lady that said that she had lost her husband,
yes,
and that they used to watch the Master's Table every day before he passed away.
Very impactful, yes.
Yeah, and that was, you know, it's things like that that really stick in your heart, and
That's right.
and it just makes it a better opportunity to be able to be here and celebrate with them, and maybe we'll be here in the next 30 years.
I don't know if I'll be here 30 more years. I don't know.
I don't know, but
I'm just thankful. I'm thankful because what I wanted to say, I was going through my mind a while ago. What in the world? The opportunity, you know, to be here, like I said, but this environment here is all about centered around Christ, and we come here to try to have a show to maybe feed somebody spiritually and a real meal. But we wind up getting blessed every time. Every time I turn around, I got an email the other day from a lady that talked about, because we do wonder sometimes, you know, are we making a difference?
Does
anybody watch? Does anybody listen? You know, it's just normal to think these things. And I was wondering, and I got this email from this lady, and she said, I love your show. She said, it is so real. And she said, people want to see something that's real. And she said, your love for Christ show. And it's just those things, the people that watch this show, it just feeds me spiritually. I mean, it just, you try to be a blessing to somebody, and that's when God turns around and blesses your own socks off. And that's what he's doing. It's just been such a monumental thing. I mean, it's just, I just can't, my heart's full right now because I'm just so full of joy for what God's doing. So
we're thankful. We're very thankful.
Very thankful. Very humble by the opportunity and the experience we've been able to, would have never, you know, and I want to say this. This has been a 30-year ride for a lot of people that's involved. But you know what? God can give you the desires of your heart. God can open the doors that you think that's impossible. Things that can never happen is exactly what I've seen God do here. In the family and the connections we have here, I mean, I wouldn't take anything in the world for the opportunity we have. This has truly been a wonderful thing. And to be part of this 30 years, it just blows me away.
So if you ever want to be part of the Master's Table, send us a text, or, I mean, we love to have people come on the show. If you have a certain recipe you would like to do, or, you know, hey, the more the merrier. Come on and join us.
If you want to be part of ministry, real ministry happening right here in Atlanta, right here, WATC, I tell you, reach out to them. They'll pray with you. You know, the God can make some things happen. And I've seen him do it time and time and time again.
Yeah, it's a blessing for sure.
Tina, we about to get out of here. I'm talking about food. It's about time to go get something to eat. So if you want to get us out of here, so
we're going to send it back to Araya. And thank you so much for being part of WATC. And we hope you'll join the next 30 years. And God bless you, and God bless everybody at WATC.
And thank you so much, Frankie and Tina. That was great. And I'm still out here in the hallway. We're still celebrating the 30th anniversary, having our reunion out here. So let me see who I can grab and wrangle over here to talk to about why they love WATC so much and what it's meant to them in their life. And I have just the person. Here she comes. Shh. Come here, Pam. Yay, Pam. Get a little applause for Pam. Come on in. Oh, my gosh. I'm so glad you're here. I am so excited for you. You're not only a soon-to-be new podcaster, TV show host here at WATC, but you've got a history. So tell us a little bit about your history here at WATC.
Yes, thank you, Araya, for pulling me in.
Yeah.
You know, when I got out of college, my grandfather worked here, and he said they needed people for the prayer room. So I came and several times and worked in the prayer room, and it was such a blessing. So it's like coming back home, you know, being here and with the Christian Women in Media, you know, meeting here as well. So, but I really enjoyed that time.
And you're part of Christian Women in Media as well.
Yes.
What do you do with them? Come back over here a little bit. I don't want to lose you. Come on over. So what do you do with them? Because I know they're a big part of WATC as well.
Yeah, so they do meet here. I'm a member of them. I'm also a speaker, podcast, author, singer, songwriter, so part of that group, and to lift up women in media, you know, and us support each other and encourage each other on our paths.
Absolutely. We need that for sure. And speaking of podcasts, we've known each other a long time. We go way back with through the pandemic and keeping our businesses afloat and all that stuff. Podcasting was a really important part of that. Tell us about the podcast that you currently have, because I know we're going to be bringing it over here, which I'm so excited about to come on to WATC.
So I really felt the need to do Unleash Vision and Faith, and it's to give people more hope, you know, and to have those faith giants of our day to come out and speak. I did have Dr. Jerry Savelle's daughter on, Jerry Ann Savelle, and that was such a blessing. And I've had some other magnificent people that are leaders in our faith just speak about how that they by faith have moved forward, you know, and touched their audience, touched the people that they minister to, and really made a difference in the lives of others.
What do you think gives people the most hope these days?
I think really just seeing others keep the courage, keep the faith, keep moving forward, and not letting whatever distractions are around us get us down. It's really knowing our reward and going toward that, focusing on our hope moving forward.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that too, because it's also about not going through this life alone.
Right.
And that's one reason I do love this station and all the shows that they do, and that prayer room as well, because we're not meant to go through this life alone.
Right.
You know, my favorite book in the Bible is Noah's Ark. We all know that. But not just because of the animals, but because God called the animals to come to the ark 2 by 2 or 4 by 4. And he could have just called them all single file, just, you know, bring them all in. But he did that, I believe, for a reason, because we all need each other. We need that partner.
Yes.
We can't be sad alone.
Right.
And if you're happy, there's somebody that needs your happiness to overflow onto them. So give us an encouragement, thought of hope that you'd like to give your audience and your podcast listeners.
So that they're not alone. That is definitely the truth. And that we collaborate and we lift each other up as we move forward. You know, all boats rise together. We've all heard that. Yeah.
Yes.
And everybody, all the people say that. But, you know, just knowing that it's real and it's live and it's authentic. You know, we all have an authentic story to share with others that they know that they can make it. We made it. You made it. And they can make it too.
Absolutely. And places like this where we can actually have a podcast studio. I'm so glad WATC has opened up a podcast studio just recently where we can come and have a nice professional place to work, professional place to give people hope. Because we've been in our homes for so long with the pandemic and everybody's got their in-home studio. But there's nothing like coming in and feeling like you're part of a family and meeting new people and having people come into a space to meet other people with the same faith and hope. And, you know, you may come in one day not feeling like working or doing the podcast, and somebody here just gives you that encouraging word. Because I think working at home has its place, but over and over, day after day after, it gets lonely. So I know we've got to scoot for a second, but tell us again the name of your podcast and when you plan on coming over here. We're excited.
Okay, Unleash Vision and Faith.
I love
and
that.
I am by June. It'll be by June.
I'm glad.
That will be over.
All right, so you heard it here first. She's coming. She's going to be spreading hope and joy. And I love that you were Christian women in television as well, because as women, we need to stick together because we have our own set of obstacles that just us girlfriends can relate to. And you know what I'm talking about, that we need our girlfriends. So thank you so much. We know we've got a lot of men in the pulpit, which is fine, but we need our girlfriends. We need our women leaders. We need our women like Christian Women in Media to step up. And who knows, maybe you'll be having a show someday in the future as well, or a podcast, because your voice does matter. And WATC is here, and we're family. Thank you, Pam, so much.
Thank you,
I love
Serena,
you so much.
Yes.
It's fun being out here in the hall and I can hug people. Yay, thank you again so much.
Thank you.
And now we're going to go on to closing out this part of the segment of the WATC reunion party in the hallway, in the foyer. Happy 30th, WATC. See you soon. Thank you for watching.